Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into a story that's well, plays out like a Hollywood movie, but it all happened in a real life diner, right here in Santa Monica. Diner drama, hidden identities, shocking betrayal, and a hero who's more at home in an apron than a cape.
You got that right.
But beyond all the plot twists, this story really gets you thinking about the choices we make when things get tough. Are you ready to dig in?
I am. What gets me is how this story takes all those familiar things, like running into a celebrity out of the blue,
Yeah.
the underdog who turns out to be the real hero, and those conspiracies lurking just below the surface. And it puts all that into the most ordinary place you can think of, a classic American diner.
Exactly. It's that contrast that sucks you right in.
Those worn booths and the smell of coffee?
Yeah. Okay, so let's set the scene. Picture Millie's Diner. It's this cozy little place tucked away in a quiet corner of Santa Monica. The kind of place where you slide into a booth that's seen a few years, inhale that fresh coffee aroma, and you're just surrounded by the murmur of conversation. Our main character, Ava. She's a waitress there, 30 years old. She's the heart and soul of Millie's. 5 years she's been there. Knows every regular by name, their orders, their stories, even their family's stories.
Wow, 5 years.
Millie's, it's more than a job to Ava. It's her community. It's her family.
That's really important. It explains why she reacts so strongly to everything that happens. This place, it's her anchor.
Exactly. So imagine a typical evening at Millie's older folks catching up college kids with their noses in textbooks, a basketball game playing on the TV above the counter. Ava's in her element, balancing plates, pouring coffee. Her mind's already halfway to closing time. Then the bell above the door jingles. A new customer. Ava glances up, expecting to see a familiar face.
But instead, it's Jason Statham. Yeah, that Jason Statham action movie star tough guy.
Yeah.
The kind of celebrity,
Right.
it's still...
Right. Talk about an unexpected plot twist. And here's the thing. Statham's not there with a bunch of people. No entourage. Not making a scene. He's dressed down, hoodie jeans, almost trying to blend in.
Yeah.
But there's that undeniable star power. You know what I mean? And the whole atmosphere of the diner changes instantly.
Really messes with your expectations.
Yeah.
You're used to seeing him in those over-the-top roles, and there he is. Just a guy grabbing coffee and apple pie. Makes him human right away.
So true. Ava, trying to keep it together, goes over to his table. Nerves and a polite smile all mixed together. She takes his order. The diner's buzzing with whispers. And then enter Greg.
Ah, Greg. Every story needs that one character who shakes things up, and Greg's a regular. Millie's famous for his loud opinions, and he's not exactly a fan of celebrities.
Oh, he's got a healthy skepticism about them.
Put it mildly. The moment he sees Statham, he lets loose.
He does not hold back. Greg basically goes right up to Statham and questions if his charity work is even real, accuses him of just doing it for publicity, not genuinely caring about people. The tension in that diner, you could cut it with a knife.
And that's when we see Ava for who she really is. She could lose her job for speaking up. But she can't stay silent.
Oh, no.
She steps right in and defends Statham. Highlights all the good he's done, especially working with kids who need help and veterans.
It's like David and Goliath. This small-town waitress standing up to a skeptic, defending a Hollywood A-lister. Have you ever felt like you had to speak up for something you believed in, even though it was risky?
It's that balance. Personal risk versus what you know is right.
What were the stakes for you? What went through your mind?
That happens to all of us. In Ava's case, her actions have immediate consequences.
Because Mr. Whitman, the diner owner, sees the whole thing, and he is not happy. Mr. Whitman values smooth sailing, his business, his regulars, all more important than Ava's act of courage. He fires her right then and there. It's a harsh lesson. Doing the right thing doesn't always mean a reward. Sometimes it costs you.
It's true. Ava loses her job, her income, her place, her community, all because she stood up for someone.
It makes you think, how much are we willing to give up for our principles? Where do we draw the line?
Tough questions.
So Ava's collecting her final paycheck, trying to figure out what's next. Guess who walks back into Millie's?
It's Statham.
Right. And this time, he's not just there for coffee. He's there for Ava. I think we're all programmed to cheer for the underdog,
Yeah.
And it's easy to get swept up in that feel-good moment when a celebrity steps up for someone who had their back. But as we're about to find out, this isn't just some simple story of redemption. So Statham's at the diner, and he's not happy about what happened to Ava.
Rightfully so.
He goes right up to my Margle there. Mr. Whitman demands an explanation. And it's obvious this isn't just about making things right. Statham sees something in Ava, her integrity, her courage.
He recognizes those qualities.
And he offers Ava a job at his foundation.
Wow. What would you do if you were Ava? Would you be like, hold on, you just got me fired? Or would you jump at the chance to work with someone who's actually making a difference?
It's a tough one. It's like she's got this choice between two bad options.
Yeah.
On the one hand, she's lost her job, her security, because of Statham. But on the other hand, this is a huge opportunity to do something that matters.
She takes a leap of faith.
Yeah.
And finds herself working as the outreach coordinator for the Statham Foundation.
Oh.
It's a whole new world. From Millie's diner sleek offices downtown, a team of people who are all about making a real impact.
What a change.
And Ava, she thrives in this environment. She's learning new skills, seeing firsthand how Statham's commitment goes way beyond just writing checks.
So he's really involved?
He's in it, 100%. Involved in the Foundation's projects.
Yeah.
Genuinely cares about the people they're helping.
That's great.
And guess what? His visit to Millie's wasn't random at all. He was scouting places for community outreach and investments.
Oh, wow. And he ends up buying Millie's. Turns it into a community hub, rehires the staff, gives the place a whole new life. Even Greg comes around, admits he misjudged Statham.
Wow, what a turnaround.
This is where the story could end. Happy ending. Everyone's happy. But remember those doubts we talked about?
Oh.
They come back in a big way. So Ava's in her new office, trying to process that life-changing check Statham gave her.
Yeah.
When she gets a call from a mysterious stranger named Marcus.
Mysterious stranger. Never good.
Have you ever had that feeling like something's too good to be true? Like there's something hidden beneath the surface?
That little voice in your head.
It's that instinct that warns us about danger.
Correct. Yeah.
And that's exactly what's happening to Ava. Marcus says he's got insider info about Statham and the Foundation.
Oh, boy.
And he tells Ava to meet him. If she wants to know the truth, would you take that risk?
I don't know. That's a tough one.
Ava does. She agrees to meet Marcus at a deserted pier classic setting for a secret meeting. The waves crashing against the pilings, the air thick with secrecy. The pier itself becomes this symbol of how uncertain everything is, like that line between the land and the sea. It's blurred.
I see it.
Just like the lines between truth and lies in this whole story.
Yeah.
Marcus shows up, shrouded in shadows, hands Ava a folder full of documents, financial records, property transfers, lists of names. It's a tangled web of suspicious activity, all connected to Statham's Foundation. Millie's diner, even Ava herself.
No way.
It's a bombshell. It makes you question everything.
Yeah.
This isn't the Jason Statham Ava thought she knew. This isn't the charity she believed in. Marcus claims the Foundation is a front, a way for Statham to launder money through community projects.
So he's saying he's using good deeds to hide bad deeds.
Exactly. He even says he used to be like Ava, a pawn in Statham's game.
Yeah.
This is where things get murky.
Yeah.
Can you do good while also doing illegal things? Can the ends justify the means?
Those are questions that philosophers have been debating for centuries.
Right. And now Ava has to face them head on. She's caught between these conflicting emotions and facts, trying to make sense of the good she's seen with the possibility of this massive deception.
That's a tough spot to be in.
What would you do in this situation? Expose what you know and maybe ruin the good work that's being done, or stay quiet and become part of the problem?
I honestly don't know.
It's a real ethical dilemma. Ava chooses confrontation. She takes the evidence from Marcus and goes straight to Statham, demands answers.
Wow.
And you know what? He doesn't deny it. He admits the Foundation has other purposes, that the money might not be clean, but he insists that the good they're doing is real.
So he's basically saying, yeah, I'm playing a dangerous game, but it's for a good cause.
It's that classic anti-hero justification,
Right.
and it leaves Ava reeling. Who does she trust? What does she believe?
Exactly.
Then Marcus warns Ava to get away from Statham, says he's dangerous, won't let her walk away with what she knows. Now we've got two sides, both claiming to have the truth.
Like a puzzle with missing pieces.
The tension keeps building. Ava's stuck between these two powerful figures, a pawn in a game she doesn't understand.
That's got to be terrifying.
And it all explodes. Back at Millie's diner, Ava and Marcus are meeting, trying to figure out their next move.
Okay.
Suddenly, headlights sweep over them. A black SUV screeches to a halt. Men in suits get out.
Oh, no.
It's like something out of a spy movie.
Straight out of Hollywood.
And who steps out of the SUV? Jason Statham, looking more like the tough guy action hero we know than the philanthropist Ava thought he was.
So Marcus was right.
It seems like Statham's dangerous. But then another twist, Statham doesn't threaten Ava. He looks disappointed, hurt even.
Wow.
He calls out Mark, accuses him of going too far, of lying.
Wait, so now the hero is the villain, and the villain is the hero.
It's a complete flip of the script. We don't know who to believe anymore.
He's crazy.
Statham pulls out a folder, just like the one Marcus gave Ava, and reveals the truth. It wasn't Statham who was stealing money and using the foundation as a cover. It was Marcus. He's a con artist. He's been playing Ava this whole time to sabotage Statham's work.
Oh my God.
It's a crushing realization for Ava. She was so focused on exposing a conspiracy that she missed the real manipulator right in front of her.
It's like that saying, you can't see the forest for the trees.
We've all been there, right? When
Right.
we get so caught up in an idea that we miss the obvious warning signs.
Absolutely. So what happens to Marcus?
The police show up, arrest him, he's exposed as a fraud, and Statham publicly clears his name, confirms that the foundation's doing good work. Ava watches it all unfold, still trying to process the fact that she was played so expertly.
That's got to be tough.
It's this whirlwind of emotions. She goes from feeling like a hero to being a victim to being a hero again. But even after Marcus is arrested and Statham's name is cleared, she can't shake this feeling, like something's still not right.
That nagging feeling. Something's off.
Her intuition tells her there's more to this story.
So what does she do?
She decides to dig deeper, even though the immediate danger seems to be over.
That's brave.
What would make someone keep searching for answers after being betrayed and manipulated like that?
Maybe it's a need for justice.
Yeah.
Or a desire to fix what's been broken. Maybe it's just needing to know the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it is.
Whatever the reason, Ava's gut tells her there's more to this story, and she's not going to rest until she finds it. Ava's back at the foundation, trying to piece together what happened. It's like she stepped into a different reality. The world she thought she knew completely changed.
Yeah.
She gets into Marcus's old computer, hoping to find something. Anything that will point her in the right direction.
Some clue, some lead.
And then she finds it, a chilling email. It's from someone anonymous warning Marcus to clean up loose ends before the Foundation's gala.
Oh no.
There's an attachment, a list of names, including Jason Statham and Ava.
So they're both targets.
This confirms it. There's a bigger plot here, and she and Statham are right in the crosshairs. But before she can dig any deeper, she's interrupted by one of Statham's security guys.
Oh. This can't be good.
And here's where things get even crazier. The security guard's in on it. He taunts Ava, confirms her fears, and then tries to shut her up for good.
He tries to what?
It's a terrifying moment. Ava realizes she walked right into a trap. She fights back. Everything she's got, instinct, kicks in survival mode.
Wow.
She manages to escape, barely avoids a potentially deadly situation. Now she's not just trying to uncover a conspiracy, she's running for her life.
It's like something out of a movie.
Ava races to the Foundation's gala. It's a huge event. All glitz and glamour, wealthy donors, influential people, a world away from Millie's diner.
Totally different worlds.
But beneath all the fancy stuff, a dangerous game's playing out. And Ava's the only one who knows the truth.
She's got to do something.
She bursts into the gala, frantically searching for Statham. The clock's ticking. She has to warn him before it's too late.
This is so intense.
And then, the lights flicker. A deafening bang. Panic erupts.
What's happening?
It's the security guard from the Foundation, the one who tried to attack Ava. And he's holding a detonator, threatening to blow up the entire gala.
Oh my God.
Chaos, people scrambling for safety. But Ava doesn't give up. She sees a chance to use her quick thinking and her courage to save everyone.
What does she do?
She lunges for the guard. They struggle, desperately trying to disarm him.
This is crazy.
The tension is unbelievable. Everyone's fate hangs in the balance.
I can't even imagine.
It's a test of everything Ava's been through. She wrestles the detonator away, just as Statham and security swarm the room.
Oh.
The threat's over, the mastermind's caught, and the truth finally comes out.
What is it? Who is it?
The security guard was just a pawn in a much bigger scheme. It was all orchestrated by a vengeful investor named Gerald Whitmore. He lost a fortune because of Statham's ethical business practices years ago, and he's been planning his revenge ever since.
Wow. So this whole thing was about revenge.
It's greed and resentment, taken to a dangerous extreme. Whitmore was willing to risk innocent lives just to get even.
That's scary.
But Ava's actions exposed him, brought his reign of terror to an end. It proves that even the most elaborate plans can fall apart when you're up against courage and determination.
Good always wins.
In the aftermath, Ava and Statham confront Whitmore at his fancy penthouse. They show him the evidence, his crimes, his manipulations, his utter disregard for human life.
What happens to him?
Whitmore's arrested, his empire built on lies and deceit crumbles. Justice is served. It's a satisfying ending to a story that's been full of twists and turns, moral questions, and moments of pure terror.
It really is.
But this isn't just about taking down a bad guy. It's about Ava's journey from a small-town waitress to a woman who faced unbelievable challenges and became a true hero.
She really did.
She started by defending someone she believed in and ended up saving countless lives. It shows what can happen when you have courage, integrity, and never give up on the truth.
Powerful stuff. What
Yeah.
stands out to you about this story?
What gets me is that we all have the potential for heroism inside us. Sometimes it's a quiet act of standing up for what's right. Sometimes it's a daring move to protect others. But it always starts with a choice, a decision to do what we believe in, even when it's hard, even when it's dangerous.
And it sounds like Ava had to make a lot of tough choices.
She did. Ava's story reminds us that we're never truly alone in our struggles. Even in the darkest times, there's always hope. And that everyday people can do amazing things when they follow their heart and their convictions.
So true. So as we wrap up this deep dive into betrayal, redemption, and triumph, what resonates with you most? What lessons can we take from Ava's experience?
Yeah, think about that. What can you apply to your own life? Share your thoughts with us on social media. Let's keep this conversation going. Because ultimately, the most important deep dives are the ones we take within ourselves.